Can money buy you happiness? My parents told me it couldn't, but money does buy you happiness, and whoever says it doesn't is a chump. If you're like me, you know that you're gonna be a lot happier if you made more money and weren't stuck in a dead-end 9-to-5 job. And as a matter of fact, according to a recent study published in Forbes, money does buy happiness once you get to about 7 to 8 grand per month. And look, that's easy. I've done it, and over 1,621 of my students have done it. Like Matt, for example, who was making about $25K a year at McDonald's before he got started. Today, just 3 months later, he's making $25K per month. Crazy, right? Working just 1 to 2 hours per day using just his cell phone and this 6-page PDF. Let me show you how. See, if you're anything like me 2 years ago, then you're probably fed up with your 9-to-5 because your work feels meaningless and you can't imagine punching the same clock day after day for the next 45 years. So in the back of your head, you're constantly thinking, man, there's gotta be a way out. But then one day you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and you see an ad that's all about writing your own ticket with drop shipping, affiliate marketing, or starting an agency or whatever the hot new promise is. So you sign up and watch the webinar, and 2 hours in, you're thinking, man, this sounds like it'll take a lot of work, stress, and time. You've got to build a business, make websites, handle inventory, handle products, do all this stuff. And you know it'll probably take months before it even starts to pay off. So you get to the end of the webinar, and what do? You do nothing. No, that's not because there's something wrong with you. I promise there's not. It's not your fault that you haven't found your ticket out, because all of those business models take forever to get moving. And you don't want to spend the next year struggling to build a business. If you're anything like me, then you just want to replace your 9-to-5 ASAP so you can earn a solid living on your own terms, or that's how I felt anyway. So today, I want to show you something different. I'm not going to ask you to watch a 2-hour webinar, and you don't need to start a business or market your services or handle inventory, hire people, fire people, deal with suppliers, drive traffic to a none of that. Instead, I'm going to show you how you can skip all of that and go straight to the money, freedom, and fulfillment that you want, but do it faster without all the risk and the hassle of actually starting a business. See, back when I was hunting for ways to quit my dead-end retail job and I started exploring all these online business models, I got really overwhelmed because it seemed like the moment that I chose a path, I was met with 50 new questions, 50 new problems that I had to solve, 50 new skills that I was gonna have to learn. And since I already worked 40 hours a week, I just didn't have time for all of that. You know what I mean? If you're in a similar place right now, you don't want to add more work to your life, right? You wanna be able to remove it. So instead of starting your own business, you may wanna try what I did. It was simple. I just learned one high demand skill that would put me dead center in a booming $129 billion industry full of wealthy business owners who would stuff my pockets with daily commission checks of $980 or more simply because I had the one skill they couldn't survive without. That way, I didn't need to learn a ton of new stuff, just one skill. And I started making more money than most entrepreneurs, except I didn't actually have to start a business because using the skill, I plugged into businesses that already existed and shaved off those daily $980 commission checks for helping them. So what happened? Well, I'm not gonna give you some ridiculous claim like you normally hear on these ads and tell you, I made $3 million in 3 days or whatever. Within a week, I had people lining up to pay me. Within 2 weeks, I had already made $15,460 in commissions. And within 21 days, I looked in my bank account and I saw something crazy. I had earned more money in those 21 days than I had earned in 6 months at my old job. Not to mention, I did it part-time on my own schedule, using nothing but a cell connection, so I could earn a stable 6-figure income on my own terms from anywhere I wanted. Now, I know all of this might sound hard to believe right now, but if you're interested, I'm happy to show you step by step how I did it. Because after doing this for more than 2 years, I started teaching others. And believe it or not, more than 1,621 of my students have replaced their entire 9-to-5 jobs in as little as 21 days by earning these commission checks part-time on their own schedule from anywhere that they can take their phone, just like me. So if that sounds good to you and you want to replace your 9-to-5 in 21 days too, please put everything on hold and watch this free 23-minute demo that I've recorded for you on the next page, because inside that demo, you'll learn everything you need to know about this high demand skill, why it's so valuable, especially right now, and how I use it to earn $15,640 in my first 3 weeks of getting started. Plus, I'll show you step by step how 1,621 of my students have replaced their 9-to-5s in as little as 21 days. So go ahead, click the link now, and I'll see you inside.